Books are necessary, reading is necessary, and so are libraries. Grow your reading collection with real books. Do it today. Books are very important. We grew up reading books. They are brain stimulation tools, also for concentration and critical thinking. The library is the home of millions of books, and sweet librarians as well. Within a library, you can find books for kids of all ages. Now, when you go to the library, you need a special key. It's called the library card. That way you go to the library and you find the catalog. A lot of people these days don't even know how to utilize a library because they're always on the computer or on the phone looking it up on the internet. But people don't realize that it's absolutely not the same thing. The two most important books to have in any household, not digitally, but actual book in hand kind of situation, is a dictionary. A dictionary helps you build your vocabulary. It helps you become more smarter, because the words that people use today are so shorthand that no one realizes that that's making them dumber, ignorant, no pun intended. But reading the dictionary expands your vocabulary and also your conversational skills as well. And you will also have more knowledge of what people are saying without getting offended. And along with having a dictionary, it's also important to have a thesaurus. A thesaurus is important because a lot of the words that you use in the dictionary, as well as everyday conversation, it's always good to have an alternative word to be clever and saying the same word but a different word that means the same thing. You know, back in the day we had encyclopedias in the house, had the dictionary, the thesaurus, and when we were in school, well, not we, I'm going to say when I was in school, we had assignments like, okay, define these 10 words on the chalkboard. Yes, people, chalk, blackboard. Yes, real talk. We had to define at least 10 words, not at least, but all of those 10 or 12 or 20 words, however many the teacher felt like putting on the board that day. We got a dictionary. We had to look up every last one of those words. We had to know them front and back. And on top of that, looking up those words in a book, the dictionary, we had to form sentences with those words that we learned. So every day we're going to school and our vocabulary is growing and growing and growing because we're learning all these different words. Like, whoa, like, wow, you know, smart kids, we knew how to spell and none of that shorthand stuff today. But books are very important. And the two most important books, I will repeat again, are the dictionary and the thesaurus. It's also important to have a dictionary when you're reading books and they use words in there that you may not understand. It's important and it's a good idea to have a dictionary and a thesaurus. There are some books that I suggest everyone should have, especially if you are an American, or not if you're an American, but if you're someone coming from another place to America to learn the American secrets. These books that I'm going to share with you, everyone should have, and that way people will understand what's going on, and they will be like, I can't believe what's going on in the world, and blah blah blah. But in reality, there's nothing new going on in the world. Everything just has a way of repeating itself. So for the people in my generation, the people coming up behind me, the younger generation, I'm sure the older generation already knew this, and they were warning us like 50 years ago, and a lot of us were hard-headed and didn't listen. But books are important, and we need to safeguard that freedom of having books before they no longer exist. That is scary, because I can't imagine a world without books. I really can't. But one book that I recommend, I have a list of recommendations to get you started. First book, called Common Sense, The Rights of Man by Thomas Paine. And he seems to be a clever man, and he seems like he knew what was going on, so he decided to write about it. He was a very enlightened fella. He also, there's a quote, men should not petition for rights, but take them. Yes, Thomas Paine, men should not petition for rights, but take them. He's saying that a petition is not going to do anything. No matter how many signatures or blah, 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 they might every now and again, depending on what situation's going on, but you got to take your rights. You can't petition them or ask for them. You have to take them. You got to stand up and do it. Just do it. If you know something not right, don't be afraid. But when you are acting, make sure you are intelligent enough to back up what it is you are doing. But he was a brilliant man, so I suggest Common Sense. If you want to know what's going on in the world today, Common Sense, you should have that. You should also have another book by Thomas Paine called Prospects on the War and Paper Currency, also by Thomas Paine. And he talks about, what war really is, what it means, and the currency when it has something to do with like the war, and it's really interesting. And the same thing that's going on in that book that he wrote is the same things that are occurring today. Next book I suggest that everyone reads or should have on their bookshelf is The Prince, Niccolo Machiavelli. Yes, Prince is a political book about monarchical rule and survival. It's, basically a guide on how to acquire and maintain political power. Now, a lot of people may know that he was battles within himself on, being, I guess, a people's person, or being someone that's respected or feared. So the main thing was to rule by fear. And that is basically what's going on now. That it is far safer to be feared than to be loved. Just like what's going on now. How we're always in a fear mode, scare mode. Islam people, the Muslim people bombing. Oh, be afraid. We got Korea with their bombs. Oh, be afraid. The United States, whatever, America constantly in a state of fear, which helps enable the people that run the country to continue to control us. Oh, fear this. Someone's gonna steal your information off the internet, and blah blah this and blah blah that. Steal your information and wipe out your account. You need some security. Blah blah blah. And I'm like, really? Who is going to steal someone's account information, clean out their account when they don't have any money? Really? Because I always wonder, they always talk about someone stole my account, blah blah. Why hasn't anyone hacked a movie star with a lot of money, or an athlete with a lot of money? I'm just saying, my little side notes. Okay, back on track. We're talking about books. Books are very important. You need books in the household. And Niccolo Machiavelli and his quotes were very nice. This one is, there are three kinds of intelligence. One kind understands things for itself. Let me break it down. One intelligence is the one that researches and find out information for themselves. The other appreciates what others can understand, meaning they would rather listen to someone else about a situation and take their word for it, rather than finding out and getting a better understanding for themselves. Okay, the third understands neither for itself nor through others. This first kind is excellent, the second is good, and the third kind, useless. Meaning, like, really, like, if you not gonna listen or find out things for yourself or listen to other people, then you are just lost. At least if you don't know anything, at least listen to someone else, but don't take other people's word for it, because they may not get it right. So get your thesaurus, get your dictionary, find out stuff on your own. Find out what words mean. Find out how to spell again, and leave the shorthand alone. Like, through texting and all of this stuff. Like, really? Like, I guess people don't even talk no more because they don't even know how to use sentences anymore. Like, really? Like, okay, American Secrets. We're talking about books. See, books are very important. The next book I recommend is the book called Laws by Plato. You should have that on your bookshelf as well. He seemed like he was a pretty brilliant guy. Good people do not need laws to tell them to act responsibly, while bad people will find a way around the laws. Yes, you have some people who think that they are above the law. And some people are gonna break laws anyway. But good people, they know how to follow rules. So I'm like, who are you making laws for? You need to make the law for the lawless, who feels like they're above the law and don't have to listen to the law. Like the people, I digress. This is about books. Yes, Plato, the book called Laws. He seemed like to be a pretty decent, smart guy. The price of apathy towards public affairs is to be ruled by evil men. Also a quote by Plato. The next book you should have on your shelf is by a lady named Harriet Beecher Stowe. And one of her quotes is, "The past, the present, and the future are really one. They are today." Basically what she's saying is, the past, the present, and the future are really one. Meaning it's all together, it's all the same. You know, they are today. No matter how we say, oh, that was in the past and blah, blah, blah. No, because it's always repeating itself. Because you always have media perpetuating negative aspects that makes things circle around again. That's just how it is. The past, the present, and the future are really one. They are today. Now, if she said that back in her day, what she said back then, it also applies to right here, right now. She is the author of this next book that I'm going to mention is Uncle Tom's Cabin. She wrote Uncle Tom's Cabin, and that was a really controversial book back then that helped with the efforts of freeing slaves. This northern chick, and her book also had like his history standpoint that spoke about what the slaves went through in the South. And it was published in 1852. It showed the cruel treatment of slaves in the South, and it increased awareness and interest in Southern slavery, and increased and helped the abolitionist cause, and it made slavery a dominant political issue in the United States. That is what Uncle Tom's Cabin was about. That this woman from up north wrote to give the North a better picture of what was going on down south. Now, it made slavery a dominant political issue in the United States. Now, this book is also relevant pretty much now because of the black and white issues going on with the, blacks getting killed and police officers taking advantage. It's like, it's still racism, but on a intellectual level, meaning their racism affects black people in many ways other than getting them beat and killed and that aspect. But their racism goes as far as affecting the lives of black people today. So this book, it should go on everyone's book list to read so they can get a better understanding of what's going on today. Because one thing about history, it always repeats itself. Because it's all all comes back around again. But that is a decent book for everyone. You need to have it so you can know what's going on with today. The next book I recommend for everyone is Ayn Rand. I hope I'm pronouncing that right, Ayn Rand. But one of her quotes is, everyone has the right to make his own decisions, but no one has the right to force his decision on others. Now, I find that quote to be relevant today, when in this past year, 2015, they passed a law of homosexuality and people getting married with the people in court. They made it to where we have to, I guess, accept that type of lifestyle. You cannot force us to accept that. But I decline. This show is about books. I always get ahead of myself. But books, that is what this is about. And my next book I recommend from Ayn Rand is the book called Anthem. You should also have that on your list of books to have. One of her quotes from the book Anthem is, I guard my treasures, my thought, my will, my freedom, and the greatest of these is freedom. Everyone should have that book, Anthem. This world, everyone has to understand what is going on today. It's not pretty. The question isn't who's going to let me, it's who is going to stop me. Meaning you can do anything you want to do. And no one stop you if you really want to do it. But just make sure whatever you do is something positive, productive, and conducive to you as well as the people around you. Libraries are very important. Books are very important. No libraries, no memory, no history, no future. I cannot see a life without books. I just can't. But thank you for listening to my rant and raves. But I suggest that you get these books on the book list and water your mind and read. Get the information you need, and you will definitely prosper, grow, and succeed. Until next time, thank you for listening. I am Stella Armani, and I am signing off. Thank you.